folks, welcome back to another lesson. This one's going out for Alberto over at Patreon. Thanks indeed for your support. We're doing Low by Silverchair in this one. Really nice, easy one, but it's great fun to play. Tone-wise, you could get away with just one overdrive tone, really. Quite light sort of overdrive. That sort of stuff. Same for the solo, really. I'm using the Chase Bliss Brothers AM actually because it's got 2 channels. So first channel and then the second one, you know, just slightly more grip basically. But as I say, one will be fine. Let's start with that lead line, shall we? So we're in standard tuning, by the way, and we're going to be playing this 2, 3, 4, 1. Right, let's stop there. That's the first half of it. So we're going to do the 17th fret bent fully. And then you stop it straight away. Then another bend, but it's a bend and release. And then another bend with a little vibrato. So that first bar, 3, 4, 1. Then we do another bend and release. 15, 14, okay? Back to the 17th fret. I'm doing the bend on the 17th fret there. You could do the 12th fret if you prefer. You know, for that next part, or you could do so slightly different fingering there, you can see. So that's the first 4 bars. That hangs over for 2 beats into the next bar. Then we have that's the little last part. So it'll be 1, 2. No, I play this with my 3rd finger and then I move it down again, okay, so I can get to the 10th fret, okay. So we have 3, 4. That's a full step bend, that second one. First one's half step. That's another staccato one. See the little dot above the notation there. That there. And it's just a full bend and release at the end there on the 12th fret. Now behind that there are some chords which continue into the verse, okay? So you're going to be playing D, B minor, F sharp minor, E major, and you go straight to the B, so you bypass the D, back around, F sharp minor, and you stay on the E for 2 bars. Right, and you play that whole riff round 3 times, including the part with the all that stuff, okay? But the rhythm is the same pretty much all the way through. We have like that, okay? So that was the first 4 bars. So you have down, up, rest, up, down, up. And on that last 8th note, you're going to take all your fingers off, so you change to the next chord, okay? So that would go. And you go to the B. Here you can hammer on the fretted bits of the E major chord, as you'll hear that going on, okay? So again. And obviously extend the E part to 2 bars. The next riff is the chorus, which goes. Around again, okay? It's variants on the second time, where you stick on the E. which which you could do there or you could do up here. Like that, okay? So the first time round goes rest, and we've got this triplet that'll run up. Then we go to a D5, or you could go to the 5th fret, right, on the A. If you find that easier, do that. Or you could do, which is what I've tabbed, and then you go to this C shape, C sus4, and then that there, you just do that with your little finger. You're playing a 5 chord, but you're going to play the 11th fret on the D. Very blues, right? Like a 12-bar blues. Second time. And then 2 bars of this. Or you could play it here, right? That's where I'm doing that part, right? But with a full E chord. So play whichever one of those you fancy. Then you repeat the verse and the chorus again. Then we've got this third riff, which is like a middle 8 section really. We're going to do D to A, E minor to like a G. Then we go F sharp minor, A, E for 2 bars, okay? But the rhythm's slightly different, so we're going to play this. Like that, okay? So that was the whole bit. First 4 bars then. So you've got a D, take your second finger off, and that's staccato again, see the dot above it. Okay, pretty straightforward. Then we go to an A. I play that on my first finger, but then I use my second finger to play the F sharp on top there. Because you'll hear that, right? Pretty straightforward. Then we go to an E minor. Down, 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 up, down, up. And then for the G, you hear... It's quite difficult to hear what's going on here, actually. The guitar's really low in the mix, but we have... Or you could just play a G chord. F sharp minor next. Back to the A. And then for the E. You play that, right? The next thing's like a solo played on like a lap steel or something, but you can just play the verse part over that, so it's... Then you play the chorus 4 times. This is pretty much the outro part now. So the third time is the same as the first. The fourth time is the same as the second, with that extended. And then that keeps going for another 5 times. And you can either play it here. 5 of those, or you can play it here. Like that. And then after 5 of them, you play and you end. Or you can play it there. And that is it. Nice and easy. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.